one side, and PV Sindhu awaiting an opponent of Wardani or Ongbamrungphan.
Women's single, Putri Kusuma Wardani, Indonesia.
And here they come. Putri Kusuma Wardani already has claimed a big scalp this week. Ratchnok Intanon, former double champion, ousted in straight games as well. Though, if I remember correctly, she did need extra points in one of them, but...
Her opponent, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, Thailand.
And her opponent is, well, one of the most capable and effective players this week. I saw her in action against Go Jinwei, and she was absolutely unstoppable. Both sides of the court. But it's going to be tough to call. Certainly both of them capable of putting in a very good performance, and it seems to be that 3 games is the theme for this morning session. If not, oh, of course, lots of quarterfinals coming up in the afternoon session as well. All very good matchups. This could easily go to a decider. Both of them great competitors. That's an interesting head-to-head.
What do you choose?
Wardani has never beaten Busanan. And last time they met was some 4 years ago.
Service or receive? Service.
Both of them have been stalwart competitors and great contributors to their national team sides. Busanan at the Thomas Cup, and of course Wardani also. Wardani does sit behind the pecking order. The likes of Gregoria Mariska Tunjung, of course. And now, of course, has Esther Wardoyo just behind her. Who's also been putting in some great performances of late. 21 years old, so plenty of time left for Wardani to mature and blossom into something even more effective. But currently 35, has been as high as 28. No significant results this year. Lin Teen 35 minutes. There's Ratchnok Intanon on 38 minutes, and it wasn't extra points. I stand corrected. 21-19, 21-19. Wow, that's very impressive stuff. And she didn't take part in last year's tournament either, so we need a fresh, clean slate for Wardani. As for Ongbamrungphan, she's 28 now and has been as high as 10th in the world. And that was November of 2022. She's had a slightly better run. Nina Karsfeld and Go Jinwei, 60 minutes and 37 minutes, dropped 1 game along the way. And add that to a quarterfinal appearance last year. 3rd at the quarterfinals at the Indian Open and 3rd at the Thai Masters. Those are 2 results of note so far this year. I think Daniel Zuraidi is the umpire for this one. And Lee Chow Edmund is the service judge. This could be a cracker. I'd have to say, based on what I saw this week from Busanan, I'm going to put her as the favorite, but as I said, very tough to call.
Ready to play.
She also has 7 years experience, of course, over the youngster. We're going to have to term her as youngster at 21. Wardani, even though she has been a regular on the HSBC BWF World Tour for a good few years now.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Busanan Ongbamrungphan, Thailand. And on my left, Putri Kusuma Wardani, Indonesia. Busanan Ongbamrungphan to serve. Love all. Play.
Well, there are a couple of Indonesian fans in the arena right now. They're making themselves very heard indeed.
Love.
And meanwhile, Busanan goes ahead. That's electric pace that this match has started off at. Wardani unhappy at the fact that that just drifted in. Thought she had that covered. High lift serve from Busanan. Nice pickup. So far, absolutely no problems at all. And just to clarify, of course, Wardani would have to be on her best game, but we've already seen that best game this week against Ratchanok. But Busanan just really has started in a higher gear. These were the kind of shots that she was rattling off with ease against Go Jinwei. Picking a spot, essentially, left and right. For love. That's gone out.
5 love.
Well, Indonesian badminton, much like Chinese badminton over the last couple of years, has really been shining in so many different ways. And it was all summed up really with Indonesia and China double final, Uber and Thomas Cup. Indonesia though,
Service
a lot
over.
of great
1
stories
5.
that came from that. The cementing of Gregoria Tunjung first of all as almost now a senior in that Uber Cup side, but definitely the top-ranked women's singles player on her way to Paris, of course. But then with the likes of Wardani and Wardoyo as well behind. And let's not forget Busanan herself with Pornpui Chochuang.
Service over. 6-1.
A solid couple of Thai singles players. Very young side that Thailand put out, the Thomas Cup especially, but even then those young lads did put in a bit of performance. Plenty to come. 7-1.
7-1.
And a rather textbook mistake from Wardani. So far hasn't really fired up. And remember, this is Busanan playing from that further side of the court, which most players, especially today, have found very tricky. In fact, it was the undoing of Han Yue, the #1 seed, earlier on. She's 7-2 up from that side of the court. And imagine what she's going to do when she gets to this side of the court.
Service over. 8-2.
Beautiful drop into front court, unanswered.
9-2.
Time stood still. So that dropped in. 9-2. So continuing on, essentially from where she left off with Go Jinwei. Just very clinical on Ongbamrungphan. She's been a previous winner of this tournament, 2012. She was just 16 years old. That was a really almost a one-off win.
9.
Wang Xin won before her in 2011. Sindhu won 2013. And Busanan came through in 2012. Those were the days when Lee Chong-wei was picking up his 4th singles
10,
title.
3.
Koo Kian Kiat and Tan Bun Hyung were on their 2nd men's doubles. Chinny Hui, Wong Pei Ti, Chang Pei Sung, and Go Liu Ying. Of course, Chang Pei Sung has just retired this week.
11-3 interval.
That happened earlier on. So, at the break, and it's 11-3, and all looking good for Busanan.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
So Wardani out first. The 21-year-old has had a very slow start so far. Busanan has been absolutely impeccable.
11-3. Play.
Again, good pick up by Busanan. That one shades long.
Service over. 4-11.
Pick up by Busanan, and this was better from Wardani.
5-11.
Buries it up to front court, catches that bit of space just ahead. You just see Busanan scampering to get there. Wonderful shot by Wardani. Almost caught Busanan out. Well, that was great passage of play.
Service over.
Busanan very smartly pushing it to the back.
5.
Looking a little bit fatigued already, Wardani. Has had to do a lot of chasing. just not getting the traction that she needs right now.
5.
Busanan absolutely bossing this game so far. And as I said, that's from that side of the court. Expecting her to be even more effective
Service over.
in game 2.
6-13.
And not working out for her. You can see the frustration building.
6.
That's not the way she's going to overcome Busanan. Looking for the big winners. That one has gone out. No challenge coming, and as you can see, Busanan just trying to get through that motion. Late take. And again. And dropped into front court. That's a good variation, front and back again. Wardani comes through. And these combinations are good, but just not frequent enough, just not solid enough.
40.
And a lot of unforced errors creeping into the 21-year-old's game, and that is why she is behind. Nice.
9-40.
Oh, that's very wide. Immediate look over at her coaches.
59.
She had a pretty good position at that point as well. Too many of these gifted points going away. Soft return from Wardani. Now she goes down the line. That was good play. So she's into double figures. And she's got the screaming Indonesian fans behind her.
Ten, 15.
So Busanan being a little bit more careful now that she can see Wardani is beginning to spike in terms of form.
11-15.
Well, if you think about it, she was 11-3 up. Busanan at the break, 15-11. Just not connecting, especially with those front court drops from back. That is the first point won by Busanan in a while, and even then, that was a mistake. Challenge coming in. Couldn't really get that good. Look at that one.
Call in.
Busanan's going to be happy with her output. And that's what I mean. She's been absolutely bang on. She'll take that. 17-11.
17-11. Play.
Hasn't missed much, Busanan, this week.
18-11.
Goes for the ambitious shot cross court at the front, doesn't work out. How many of those drop shots have gifted Busanan points? Too many. Oh, that's very wide.
Service over. 12-19.
Didn't work out. So 8 game points.
Service over. 20.
To
Game
cream
point 12.
Ongbamrungphan. And that's another beautifully weighted shot right to the back. 21-12. Busanan on her way.
Tadi kamu udah tahu kan dia banyak dorongan, tungguin aja. Tunggu depan kan kita tinggal vertical speed perlu kamu kontrol. Harus punya ini. Ya seperti komitmen kamu punya keyakinan ya. Dari pertama start ya. Booster. Ya. Tadi udah keluar kamu tuh ya. Enak justru.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So back on court for game 2, and so far no significant problems for Busanan Ongbamrungphan.
Second game.
While
Level
Wardani has
play.
come up with some good winners, they just haven't been solidly consistent or frequent enough, and of course coupled with the unforced errors. Now I've just been aching to see what Busanan's going to be like from this side of the court. Everybody else has played well. That first point didn't go too well. And everybody else
Service
that's been
over.
on this court today
1 love.
has really felt the rewards of being on this near side. A second semi-final for
Service over.
Busanan.
1-0.
In fact, just a first major result for Wardani if she can make it to the semi-finals. Of course, a quarterfinal already is her biggest result in 2024. It's gone wide.
2-1.
It's also gone long, and that's the problem that Wardani's going to find from that side.
3-1.
Once again, it's testament to what Busanan was doing. That was almost a perfect shot.
Service over. 2-3.
Didn't work out. 2-3. Out. No.
3-all.
Just on the line. Nice coverage by Busanan.
Service over. 4-3. Five, 3.
That's dropped in right in front of her.
6-3.
It's just these runs of points suddenly getting away from her again. Well, that's one of the things you pick up with age, I guess. Still a lot to do in terms of reading that back line. That's a dangerous shot by Wardani. She was chasing that point once again.
7-3.
Oh, Well, she came through 21-19, 21-19 against Ratchnok. But not so here.
Service over. 4-7.
Mistake
Service
again.
over. 8-4.
Doesn't help when you're trying to cut into a 4-point lead. Busanan calmly approaching this match, as she has every other match this week. Nothing too explosive, nothing too spectacular, but certainly enough in terms of output.
Service over. 5-8.
So, still managing to stay ahead. Two interesting facts about Busanan Ongbamrungphan. She lists one of her hobbies down as Lego. Loves Lego. I mean, who doesn't love Lego, of course, but how does she find the time? All the training? Lego and ice cream. Those are the two. Of course, ice cream led to her name, her nickname of Cream.
7-8.
But very bright, happy character around the top. And much like the other bright and happy characters on tour, as soon as she gets on court, it's all about focus. Now this is the closest that Wardani's been. And pulling it through.
8.
Ties it up at 8. A couple of good winners down the line.
Service
That's
over.
worked out well
9-8.
for Busanan. Shot almost offset Wardani, but she comes back with a killer cross court.
Service over. 9.
Steps back into it. Can't give her ammunition like that. But Busanan has had a lot of luck in running her off court, basically. Just keep her moving so she doesn't get into those positions where she can start firing off winners.
10-9.
Oh, that's wonderful, straight into the corner.
Service over.
It's better from Busanan, killing off these points early, not letting Wardani get any kind of foothold into it. That's what she was doing in the first game. This a bit closer. Not enough to fire up.
Thank you. Ten all. Service
It's an odd
over.
choice of shot,
11-10.
but I guess if you can pull it off. And she did, controlled it very well. It'll work for you. 11-10. Wardani now firing a lot more frequently.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach, you take your chair.
Wow, this is a very different situation for Busanan
10.
when compared to the rest of this match. And it's going to be interesting to see how she deals with it. Wardani with a slight uptick in performance.
Service over.
Still making enough mistakes that Busanan can be at least confident and happy with the way the points are progressing. Still every chance that she could swoop in and take this second game. Oh, very nice. That's the benefit of being able to jump in, intercept, have the full confidence in your shot as well. And Busanan just stops that building rally in its tracks. That's out. That's what she was waiting for.
13-11. Service over. 12-13.
Ooh, mistake, and it could be costly.
All.
Every time she looks like she's pulling ahead now, Wardani manages to catch up. just wide.
Fourteen, 13.
So flush to the net. There was nothing Busanan could do about it, and now this could be spelling trouble. After lagging behind for almost the entire match, Wardani is finally maneuvering herself into a position where she might just be able to snatch this game. Of course, force a third. There's a good winner down the line. Challenge coming, but I think that that's good. It is absolutely perfect, in fact.
Challenge unsuccessful, 1 challenge remaining.
So the pressure remains. 16-13.
Play.
Oh, that's just gone wide. Such an ambitious
Service
shot.
over.
Just look at her body position when she takes that. I mean, it's so hard to control.
Busanan. Busanan. No delay.
This is a very important serve from Ongbamrungphan. Still not quite connecting on that side.
15-16.
Had to stretch Busanan. Had to reset herself as well.
Service over.
And that bounce off the net. Perfect for Wardani.
17-15.
So things conspiring to work for the Indonesian. There's no way Busanan was going to be able to reset herself for that shot. She's read that wrong.
Service over.
Again, that's such a key point.
17.
You'd have to say not as key as this point. (18, 16 or 17 all). Hangs in the balance. That's out. 18, 16. Oh no.
17 all.
17 all, of course. 18, 16, just a shot that she tried to pull out the bag. It's all getting very tight here in the second. Careful play by Wardani. Doesn't want to make any mistakes. And it's Busanan that's come out with the mistake.
18-17.
That's gone wide.
19-17.
Well, she's not going to get a better opportunity than this, Wardani. Safe play by Busanan. Then goes for the winner. And it's with deadly accurate purpose that she finds herself 1 point back. Waited patiently for her opportunity and fires it off.
Thank you. Players back on court. Play.
Almost went for the outright winner. Didn't work. That's a mistake. That's 19 all.
19 all.
The lightest touch has the biggest effect. So game point number one after some sublime accuracy from Wardani. She's found her footing in the second. And it looks like we're going to the third decider. No other option but to lift high. Busanan was rushed into her response.
Service over.
Can you believe it? Busanan with another fantastic opportunity. It's deuce 20 all. First to 2 or 30. And Wardani holds her head and is urged to stay calm by her coach. 23 shots, the longest rally, speaks volumes about this match. Power in from Wardani. She gets
over.
Second game point.
21-20.
very careful, but also a very high line that Busanan is firing off. Oh,
Service over.
well, I think she knows if she can just last out these
21.
rallies,
All.
that there's a high chance that her younger opponent's going to make a mistake, and usually at the net. So that's 2 game points saved. Ongbamrungphan on serve. One winner attempt saved. Oh! She keeps coming up
Service
with
over.
these big shots. It's a 3rd
21.
game point for Wardani. Well, truth be told, Busanan has been trailing in these extra points.
Busanan, show the spot.
So can Wardani, on the 3rd time of asking, seal the deal? Take this 2nd game, force a 3rd.
Thank you.
Again, there's that steep angle from Wardani that's been working well for her. There's the big power shot.
Game. Second
And she's
game
taken it
won by
23-21.
Putri Kusuma Wardani. 23-21. 1 game all.
Looks like she fired into life at just the right time, and she is still alive in this quarterfinal.
Kamu dorong lurus, kamu dorong sila. Kamu main di area situ aja, dorong sila, taruh lagi. Kemudian 3 pojok ini dia setengah mati tuh. Karena posisi kan harus menjaga. Nah, kalau kamu sini kamu pegang, kamu dorong sana, nah tinggalan dia tuh ya. Udah kamu mainin aja, orang dia cuma step. Orang kamu yang style ya dia pasti yang kena stamina-nya, ototnya ya. Jadi pikir itu aja kamu yang ngatur ya. Dari buka bola pertama kamu lob serang pojok udah ketinggalan pegang lagi terus. Harus lanjut terus, sabar. Ya. Oke, ayo. Begitu masuk dia itu tadi.
Kau jangan bilang, yo, kau itu. Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
อยู่ไม่มีอะไรเลยเขาไม่มีอะไรนะทำได้มั่นใจทำได้
Final game. Love all. Play.
So here we go. And Busanan has got to get over the shock of possibly thinking, I think like a lot of us watching, that she was going to take that straight games, but Wardani has kicked into life at just the right time.
Service
So
over.
of course the
1-0. love. Service over. 1-all.
So Busanan still, as I said, locked a little bit in her head. She has to get back to that cool, calm, efficient output, especially now that Wardani is firing. Not so much has that much to do with the drift or the choice of ends in this one, as she actually lost that second game. It's really about Wardani firing up again, much as she did in the latter half of the games against Internon. That's a good reply from Ongbamrungphan to get her
Service over.
properly established on the board.
2,
She didn't need to be
3.
He's going further back.
Thank you. Service
Quality
over.
shot from Wardani.
4-2.
And Busanan found wanting once again. You can just see from her movement as well on Ongbamrungphan that she's been caught out a lot more. She's getting to these shots late. Whereas beforehand, just seemed to be this controlled pattern that she was following, and it couldn't be broken. Just out, and the fist pump from Busanan says it
Service
all.
over.
Kind of being overwhelmed a bit by these winners. Needed that point. If you've got the ability to do it, I guess you have to.
5.
What a shot from Wardani. She's turned this match around.
Service over. 4-5. Five all.
Push that wide. So still the errors are creeping in, but
6-5.
as I said right at the start of the match, she wasn't frequent enough. Well, now she is a lot more consistent, Wardani, but still the odd error creeping in. And that's going to be a lifeline for Busanan, who's just edged ahead. Again, goes for the ambitious shot. Doesn't work out.
7-5. Service over. 6-7.
Well, absolutely nothing between them right now. Trading barbs from mid-court to mid-court. Both of them looking for a way in. Now Wardani approaches. And then fires off an absolutely stunning winner into the corner.
Seven all. Putri, show the spot. Putri, show the spot. Thank you. On court. Yes.
Seven all. Who would have thought, or even dared to dream, that they would be locked like this in the third deciding game? Well, here we are. Busanan trying to be a little bit more front foot, a little bit more aggressive, but that's a high line that she's walking on. That's perfect. Just looked like she overcommitted maybe a tiny bit. But she held the ground and she put that to bed.
Thank you. 8-7. Busanan Ongbamrungphan challenges call out.
Called out the lift serve. Coming in. And it is out. And by
Challenge
some margin.
One challenge remaining. Service over.
8 all.
8 all.
Just about to cross the hour mark.
Play. Nine, 8.
that was too deep to recover.
Service over.
So, closing in on the third and final mid-game interval. Locked at 9 points each. Wardani with quite the comeback. Stretched a bit. Oh, what a miss.
Busanan.
Oh, in the end, it bounced her way. Lucky.
10-9.
Well, for a second, and I think she did as well. That was almost all over. Well, that would be one for the highlight reel, for sure. Well, Wardani's certainly not done yet. Every trick in the book for Busanan. What a rally. And in the end, it's too much for Wardani. 11-9.
Change ends.
What a match we've got here.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Coach,
Nah, gitu dong, Pak.
players on court. Eleven, 9. Play.
Mistake there, costly again.
Service over.
She just can't get more than 2 points
11.
ahead. And both players running out of points in this concluding game. One semi-final berth left. Top half of the draw against PV Sindhu. All Chinese semi-final on the other side, Wang Zhiyi and Zhang Yiman. What this of course means is that as we get a challenge coming, that there is going to be a brand new champion.
Call in.
Last 4 years in the women's singles, it's been different nationalities. Kana Yamaguchi last year, Han Se-young the year before, Chen Yufei the year before, that's out.
Correction, out.
Ratchnok Intanon, 2 years, 2018 and 2019. So,
Service
brand new
over.
champion this
12,
year for
10.
sure. China with a good chance to reclaim the title. And of course, the other big stat from the Malaysia Masters is in the men's singles, the last 7 editions have seen 7 different nationalities of men's singles winner. India, Indonesia, Japan, Korea, Denmark, Hong Kong, Malaysia, stretching all the way back to 2016.
13-10.
So Ongbamrungphan has made it 3. And if you're just wondering while you're checking, that was HS Pranoy last year, Wardoyo the year before, Kento Momoto the year before, Son Won-ho, Victor Axelsen, Ng Ka Long, and Lee Chong-wei. 7 nationalities, 7 editions. Oh, nice touch by Ongbamrungphan. Just that hold was enough. She's playing very smartly now. Wardani trying to calm herself down. That was very smart at the nets. Oh, good. Is that out? No, it's been called in. No challenge coming.
Service over.
It's a point back. Oh, she's been so accurate.
11-14.
Especially cross court. It's been one of the engines of this comeback. She'll take that.
12-14.
So that 4-point lead cut back down to 2. Worrying times from Ongbamrungphan. Well, of course, just looking ahead, if Busanan does win it, she has been a former winner in 2012 for Wardani. Well, that would be an incredible achievement at 21. Semi-finals here at the Malaysia Masters. First semi-final of the year. If she can hold it together. Gifted points.
15-12.
Well left. Or was it?
16,
No, it wasn't.
12.
That is the 4th time I can remember, just off the top of my head, that Wardani has been standing in front of the shuttle and read that line wrong. Something she has to work on. It's gone wide. Oh, it's all rattling and
17,
falling
12.
apart at the seams. 17-12. Busanan not going to get a better opportunity than this to put this one to bed.
Service over. 13-17.
Well, this young lady from Indonesia just doesn't like to do things easy, does she? But she has all the fire and inspiration and passion that you want to see in a young player. Can only imagine what she's going to be like around 23, 24. Off balance. Good body defense. Oh, it's a mistake. Busanan.
14-17.
Absolutely critical times. In. Well, that's a
Service
dangerous
over.
gamble to take when you're 17-14 down.
14.
But she took it. Had plenty of options to fire that back. As I said, she's been on hand for these questionable reads. Easily lifted it to the other side. Well, following the theme of all the other matches
Service
on Court
over.
1 this morning,
15.
his last few
18.
points are just compelling viewing. The people here at the Axiata Arena and, of course, everyone watching around the world. Awkward placement by Busanan. That's got her in the 19th
Service
point.
over.
Surely
19. 15.
she has to be able to close it out from here and put an end to this spirited comeback from Putri Kusuma Wardani. Well, she's doing the asking, Wardani. She's left it again and again. It's in. Well,
20.
she's given up 5
Match
match
point.
points.
15.
One area that she has to get better at, and that's just a neutral speaking, is reading that line. Yes, there is a bit of drift on there. It can be a bit of a difficult read, but to hand over 5 match points. Sailing wide. That's one saved.
Service over. 16. 20.
Oh, what a rally.
Yeah.
She's done it. 21-16 in the third, and it really did feel for a second that it could have gone for longer. But 74 minutes, people would say, for a match that could have been won in the second, maybe long enough.
Match won by Busanan Ongbamrungphan. 21, 12, 23, 21, 21, 16.
She's done it. She's through to the semis. But it wasn't without its fair share of nerves. Well, that is unbelievable. And you can see what it means to her. Really had to push for that one. And gets a fist bump, or rather a fist shake from her coach. And there's confirmation of it. 21-12, 23-21, 21-16, and Busanan Ongbamrungphan is through to the semis.
Karim.
So, session 1 is concluded. Session 2, a lot of big names happening, of course, in matches there. Local coverage starts at 3 p.m. local time. Don't miss it. We'll see you there.